Wisteria is a genus of flowering plants in the pea family, Fabaceae, that includes 10 species of woody climbing vines native to the eastern United States and to China, Korea, and Japan. Some species are popular ornamental plants, especially in China and Japan. An aquatic flowering plant with a common name Wisteria or water Wisteria is in fact Hygrophila difformis, in the family Acanthaceae. Taxonomy. The botanist Thomas Nuttall said he named the genus Wisteria in memory of Dr. Caspar Wistar. Questioned about the spelling later, Nuttall said it was for euphony, but his biographer speculated that it may have something to do with Nuttall's friend Charles Jones Wister, Sr., of Grumbly Thorpe, the grandson of the merchant John Wister. As the spelling is apparently deliberate, there is no justification for changing the genus name under the International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. However, some spell the plant's common name Wisteria, and Fowler is decisively for the Wisteria spelling. Genetic analysis shows Corlia, Afgechia and Wisteria to be each other's closest relatives and quite distinct from other members of the tribe Miletiae. Both have 8 chromosomes. Species: Wisteria brachybitris Siebold and Zuck. Wisteria brevidentata reda, Wisteria floribunda DC. A Euro-Japanese Wisteria, Wisteria frutescens poi. A Euro-American Wisteria, Wisteria macrostachya nut xbl Robbins. And fern. A Euro-Kentucky Wisteria, Wisteria sinensis DC. A Euro-Chinese Wisteria, Wisteria venusta reda and Wills. A Euro-Silky Wisteria, Wisteria villosa reda. Description: Wisteria vines climb by twining their stems either clockwise or counterclockwise round any available support. They can climb as high as 20 m above the ground and spread out 10 m laterally. The world's largest known Wisteria vine is in Sierra Madre, California, measuring more than 1 acre in size and weighing 250 tons. Planted in 1894, it is of the Chinese lavender variety. The leaves are alternate, 15 to 35 cm long, pinnate, with 9 to 19 leaflets. The flowers are produced in pendulous racemes 10 to 80 cm long, similar to those of the genus Laburnum, but are purple, violet, pink or white. There is no yellow on the leaves. Flowering is in the spring in some Asian species, and in mid to late summer in the American species in W. japonica. The flowers of some species are fragrant, most notably Chinese Wisteria. The seeds are produced in pods similar to those of Laburnum, and, like the seeds of that genus, are poisonous. Wisteria is an extremely hardy plant that is considered an invasive species in many parts of the U.S., especially the southeast, due to its ability to overtake and choke out other native plant species. Wisteria species are used as food plants by the larvae of some Lepidoptera species including brown-tail. Cultivation: Wisteria, especially Wisteria sinensis, is very hardy and fast-growing. It can grow in fairly poor quality soils, but prefers fertile, moist, well-drained soil. They thrive in full sun. Wisteria can be propagated via hardwood cutting, softwood cuttings, or seed. However, specimens grown from seed can take decades to bloom. For this reason, gardeners usually grow plants that have been started from rooted cuttings or grafted cultivars known to flower well. Another reason for failure to bloom can be excessive fertilizer. Wisteria has nitrogen-fixing capability, and thus mature plants may benefit from added potassium and phosphate, but not nitrogen. Finally, Wisteria can be reluctant to bloom because it has not reached maturity. Maturation may require only a few years, as in Kentucky Wisteria, or nearly 20, as in Chinese Wisteria. Maturation can be forced by physically abusing the main trunk, root pruning, or drought stress. Wisteria can grow into a mound when unsupported, but is at its best when allowed to clamber up a tree, pergola, wall, or other supporting structure. Whatever the case, the support must be very sturdy, because mature Wisteria can become immensely strong with heavy wrist-thick trunks and stems. These will certainly rend latticework, crush thin wooden posts, and can even strangle large trees. Wisteria allowed to grow on houses can cause damage to gutters, downspouts, and similar structures. Its pendulous racemes are best viewed from below. Wisteria flowers develop in buds near the base of the previous year's growth, so pruning back side shoots to the basal few buds in early spring can enhance the visibility of the flowers. If it is desired to control the size of the plant, the side shoots can be shortened to between 20 and 40 cm long in midsummer, and back to 10 to 20 cm in the fall. Once the plant is a few years old, a relatively compact, free-flowering form can be achieved by pruning off the new tendrils 3 times during the growing season. In June, July and August, for the Northern Hemisphere. The flowers of some varieties are edible, and can even be used to make wine. Others are said to be toxic. Careful identification by an expert is strongly recommended before consuming this or any wild plant. In culture, Fujimusuma or Wisteria maiden is an Otsui subject thought to have been inspired by popular dances. These paintings were often sold as good luck charms for marriages. Fujimusuma is also a famous classical kabuki dance. In Barbara Kingsolver's novel The Bin Trees, Turtle refers to Wisteria vines as bin trees, because the pre-bloomed flower pods are shaped like beans. Later, she and Taylor learn that Wisteria is a legume and that Wisteria and other legumes engage in symbiotic relationships, just as the book's characters do. See also, List of special places of scenic beauty, special historic sites and special natural monuments, references. External links, Ohio State University fact sheet on Wisteria, Wisteria Festival, Sierra Madre, California, texts on Wikisource, Wisteria. The American Cyclopedia. 1879 Wisteria. New International Encyclopedia 1905 Wisteria. Collier's New Encyclopedia 1921 A.